Start small, create champions who are able to carry it, and have consistent messaging and purpose behind it. Start at the top, create examples from leadership who can stand behind and say, yeah, I took coaching and it worked for me. So create those champions and create also examples in the leaders first. Otherwise, the employees can feel whatever you say, it is actually, the messaging isn't right. Something is not right. Why is it that only we need and not? So that kind of a thought process could happen. So start from the top always. Third, position it well. A lot of times coaching can be perceived, especially in the Asia region, in India and neighboring countries, it is seen as a corrective intervention, whereas it is actually a developmental intervention. So the messaging is very important as to how are you positioning. It is not because there's something that you are doing wrong that we are bringing somebody from outside to help you, but it is that we want to invest in you and we want to help you grow along with helping the organization. So those kind of messaging becomes very important. Define the objective and the outcome, the purpose behind introducing, especially as you calculate down, what are you trying to achieve for the organization as a whole. So the objectives, the goals, and the purpose behind introducing this as a large-scale intervention has to be very well defined, clearly communicated, and made to be sort of as much accepted by the employees as possible. Then prepare the employees. Coaching works only when there is partnership between the coach and the coach, either in one-on-one setting or in a group setting, in a team setting, whatever setting you take. It works only when there is openness and full engagement from the coachee and the coach, and then comes the selection of. Select the right coach who will understand your culture, who will be able to work with your culture, who will have the maturity to work with the different people that you want to encompass within this coaching intervention, and provide consistent support for the program as it progresses. It's not that you do a 5-day training and it is over. Generally, coaching is an extended engagement, extended intervention. So the consistency of commitment and the consistency of visible commitment and messaging is very critical throughout the course of the intervention. I have a role model. My boss has undergone coaching and he has come out being better boss. Then I am more motivated. Right? Having role models or champions. Having the objective behind it very clear. Like for Google, it was very clear that they wanted to create good managers all across the organization. So then I'm going in not feeling that I'm being penalized or punished. I'm going to be a better manager and I'm going to have a better manager. Having the employees get to a mindset where they are open about it, where they can engage openly, where they look at it as a positive as against a corrective, right? So developmental versus correcting. They need to internalize it. What the organization or the company is providing me is not a punishment, or it's not penalizing me, or if I don't do this, then there will be consequences. Not that way. This is somebody who's interested in me and my growth, and the right coach. Especially if you're looking at a broad scale across the organization, across the levels of the organization, then make sure that you find the right coach for the right people. So as a coach, typically, if I'm working with one-on-one with an individual, I would do something called a chemistry session, just a get-to-know kind of a session to understand where you're coming from as a coachee, what are you looking for, what can I do as a coach, and make sure that you're comfortable and you trust me as a coach, and we can work together in a productive manner. So finding the right coach for the right employee. And the last but not the least, I must mention, is ensure absolute confidentiality for the engagement between the coach and the coach. While it is a program that may be sponsored by your company, and so you want to know what's going on, you want to know the progress, you want to know there is something meaningful is happening, you have to ensure and build the trust in employees that what they speak with the coach in one-on-one conversations will remain completely confidential. Otherwise, this will not work. It will not be productive. Start small. Start with people whom you want to have maximum impact. So you could probably start at the top of the leadership team. Coach them, and also in the process, prepare them to be leaders who can coach the other people, like who can adopt a coaching approach. They can't become coaches, but they can adopt a coaching management style with their teams. If you have a large team and you can't provide that one-on-one support, because one-on-one coaching can cost quite a bit for a company, then go with team coach or group coach. And these two are two different different things. Team coaching is when you are working with a team, and team by definition has a common objective. So the team may be constituted of people with different roles and different responsibilities, but they're all working towards a common objective. And the reason you would employ a coach for a team would be that they, as a team, become the best performing team that they are capable. The other is the group coaching, where it may have disparate people from different backgrounds, but they all have a similar problem area. For example, all your first-time managers, all your first-time executives, and all of them have the expectations from being a senior manager to suddenly an executive. The expectations are different, and they are expected to provide different kind of leadership, not just the skill in terms of what they need to do in their function. How do they discover that leadership within them? Then you combine this group which has a common problem area. A team is which is working towards a common objective, and you are making the team effective. A group is they may probably never work together. They will go back to their functions, but then they have a common area on which they need developmental support. By doing that, the economies of scale come into play, and then you are able to have the cost distributed across multiple people, because 1 hour per person versus 1 hour for 10 people together, the cost becomes. All of them have value and produce desired results for different kind of situations and different kind of needs. So I won't say you must choose A or B or C, training or mentoring. Each of them has value, and each of them has a time and place where they are the right. So why? Training is essentially imparting quote unquote technical skills. When I say technical, I don't mean coding. If I am a finance person, then something to do with finance, specifically my field, something related to my field is technical. So training is imparting that kind of a skill or knowledge. Trainers are typically people who are expected to be experts in that field. Only then they will be able to impart that. Mentors, on the other hand, are typically where you want to go over and above the skill. You want to tap into the experience of the person. So that's when you go for a mentor. So if I am getting ready for a leadership position, I could look for a mentor who has been there, done that. Other typical place where I would use a mentor is I'm new to the organization. I want to understand the landscape, and I want to, be aware of how to leverage, how to capitalize on the potential and possibilities of a new organization I'm stepping into. Then I want someone who's been around who can help me understand the broader picture. The mentor is where I am looking for expertise in addition to the knowledge or skill. Training is where it is pure. Coaching is where whatever I can get from external is fine. Now it is me I need to work on. I need to understand myself, and I need to understand how to leverage what I am and who I am to maximize my outcome. So that's when coaching is very effective. So that's why I said for different things, if I have to learn about a particular industry because I'm going to join that, I've been in the tech industry and now I'm going to join insurance. I'm doing tech work but in the insurance domain, then I need to understand a little bit more about insurance domain than what I came in. So that's training. I'll get trained there. I've gotten into the organization and it's a new landscape for me, and I want to understand. I'm starting somewhere maybe as a director, and I want to see, okay, over the next 5 years, I want to grow as fast as I can. How do I know about the organization? How do I know the industry? What are the various aspects that I need to be aware of to be able to take advantage? Then I will look for a mentor. A coach I would look for when I am struggling with certain kind of things that I need to do. It's not skill-based. It's like the dynamics of this place I don't understand. I don't understand the pulls and pushes and the pressures of a typical, especially as you go higher, the dynamics of the organization come into play. Then I need to learn how to bring my best and be effective in this place. Then I will look for a coach.